Hey guys, Coach Zach here with the workout for April the 9th, Thursday. This is a speed day, and it's a good old-fashioned hurricane. So, probably won't go through the entire workout like move by move, at least like demonstrating it today. A lot of the stuff that's on here is stuff that we should already know. But I just wanted to go over like the different pieces of it, and then if you look on Wodify, there's like hip hinge options, there's vertical press options, so I'm going to be going over some of those things so that you know what to do based on maybe the tools that you have available to yourself, right? So with the warm-up, nice and easy here, you're going through 2 rounds of some jumping exercises and some mobility exercises. The first little piece of it is 10 each on forward and backward hops. So just feet together, jumping backwards and forwards, right there. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, then you would go to the side for 10. And then fast feet, we're just kind of sprinting in place. And then pogo hops, everybody knows those. You can do 10 of those, and then the Spider-Man lunge. So, in the notes it might say try to take your elbow all the way to the ground. Some people might not be able to do that, so just get it down there as far as you can. But basically, we are stepping forward, and then just really sinking into a really nice stretch right here, trying to get this elbow like as close to the floor as we possibly can. So you're pushing your hips forward and then driving the elbow down as close to the floor as you can get it. We'll hang out here for a second and then stand back up. Then go to the other side and repeat over there. So this is 2, standing up. This is 3, standing up. And then the other side for 4, you're looking for a little bit more range of motion, maybe getting the elbow a little closer to the floor with every rep, and you're gonna flip-flop back and forth until you get to 10, right? That's the Spider-Man lunge. The next one is the inchworm with the push-ups. So again, we should know this one. The only thing to talk about would be the sequencing of it. So 1 inchworm, walking out, 3 push-ups, then another inchworm with 2 push-ups, right? Another inchworm with 1. Boom, nice and easy. And then the exercise after that is the bent over thoracic rotation. So, good little exercise to get yourself moving through your back. All we do is hinge over, right? I like to put my hands together, my palms together, and then we just reach up. 1, and then reach up to the other side. 2, 3, 4, and from the front, kind of looks like this. We're just trying to get a real good twist through the back. Here, there, hips stay square to the floor. Every rep, again, you're just looking for a little bit more range of motion. Okay? So those are the movements in the warm-up. You're gonna go through that 2 times. And just like yesterday, these can go on for as long as you want them to. You're doing it at home, so don't be afraid to extend the warm-up out a little bit. If you don't quite feel like you're there yet, add another round or 2. It'll expand the hour a little bit, and I don't think that you can warm up for too long, but you can definitely warm up too quickly. And you're warm when you're warm, and that's different for different people. So if you feel like you need to go 3 rounds or 4 rounds with this to actually feel like you're ready to go, then by all means, add a couple rounds. Okay, now the workout. So the first round of the hurricane, and anytime you see E3MOM, that means every 3rd minute on the minute. Okay, so basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna start a round or a set of this round every 3 minutes. Okay, so every 3 minutes you're going to do a 30-second sprint followed by 10 hip hinges and then 15 knee grabs. And whatever time you have left in that In that 3 minutes, you're going to rest until the next 3 minutes. So basically this is a 9-minute deal, okay? 3 times 3. So make sure that you go full tilt. Whatever you're using, you want to go full blast because you're probably going to get a minute and a half off in between efforts here, okay? So earn that rest by making sure that you spend the first 90 seconds or whatever of that work time going 100%, okay? So for your sprint options, we have shuttle runs, okay? So you can run back and forth if you have a little bit of space or you're working out like in the street. You can pick a distance, run to it, run back, run to it, run back, 30 seconds all out right there. And then you can jump rope, we can do ball dribbles. If you have a ball, or really, the ball dribble can happen with anything. Anything that you can reach with your feet, right? And then we just dribble back and forth. You can do that with a ball that's this big. You could do it with a kettlebell like this, just tapping it, right? You can do it with your dumbbells, boom, 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 boom. We're just moving the feet really fast and trying to get them up off the ground. Burpees are in play right here too. So if anybody wants to get a little crazy, right? We got the burpee. Or if you have a machine, you can knock out 30 seconds all out on a bike, a rower, whatever you have available. Okay? So those are your sprint options. And on circuit 1 right here, we're doing a 30-second sprint, followed by 10 reps on any kind of a hip hinge movement. So I'll just go through some of the ones that you might have available. Maybe some of these will be something that you weren't thinking about. Okay, so banded deadlifts, right? We do these in classes, just stepping on the band, butt down, chest up, boom, boom, knocking out 10, okay? And you know what? If it feels easy, you don't have to stop at 10. You can do 20. You can do as many as you want. It's your workout. Get what you want out of it. But that's the banded deadlift. If you have a kettlebell, we can do the kettlebell deadlift. So from the front, hit it here, right? Just up and down. From the side, we're here, right? 10, 15, 20, as many of those as you want to knock out. Kettlebell swings are in play, right? So if you don't want to do the deadlifts, if you want to move a little bit quicker, we can do the kettlebell swing, right? 10 reps there, make sure that you start it on the floor, hike it through the legs, keep that kettlebell above your knees, butt back, chest down, use your glutes to snap it off, right? RDLs, okay, so if you have a set of dumbbells, right, we can hit the RDL, that's a great hip hinge movement, here, from the front, right? Also, you can swing a dumbbell. Like if you don't have a kettlebell, just take your dumbbell, hold it at the top, and then we can swing it. Boom, 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 right? Hit 10, 15, 20, whatever you're looking for. But I know we always associate the swing with a kettlebell, but you can also do it with dumbbells too. I would not recommend doing it in front of like your sliding patio doors that are all glass, or doing it in the living room in front of anything that you might break, like your television. If you have a glass top on your coffee table, like just don't let go of it or bad things will happen. Okay, so those are your hip hinge options for the first set, and then knee grabs we have programmed in there too. Everybody should know those. So cool, that's the first round of 3. And then the second round, same kind of setup, every 3rd minute on the minute. You'll start each set with a 30-second hard sprint. And then after that, we have 10-10 on some kind of a vertical press, okay? So a lot of different options on this one, depending on what you have access to. If you have a super band and a super band only, it's easy to get an overhead press just by stepping on the band, bringing your hands up into the rack position, and then pressing it up, right? And again, depending on the size of the band you have, like 5 might be hard here. So just do 5. Or 10 might be too easy. Do 15, do 20, make it challenging. I would say if you want to go like single arm, right? You could just hold it like this, press it up, right? Again, for 5, 10, 15 each side, whatever you wanted to there. The kettlebell overhead press. So if all you have is a kettlebell, right? You can just grip it on the bottom of the horns just like this, drive it straight up overhead from the chest, right? So elbows in, kind of the handle is at your chin, and then we press it up, right? I actually love this variation. Squeezing and pressing at the same time kind of feels a little bit different. Plus you have a neutral grip, which is the way that I like to press anyway. So if you have a kettlebell, maybe give that one a shot. You can go overhead with the kettlebell with one arm too. So you got it in the rack position, feet under the hips, get nice and tight with this arm over here, and then we're driving it up. Right? This is going to be a lot harder than doing it with both hands, obviously. So you can do 5, you can do 10. Again, whatever reps you want to pull off to make it challenging, right? Dumbbells, right? So a lot of different options here too. You can go strict overhead presses. If you have lighter dumbbells that don't require any kind of like leg action to press them up, you can just do them strict, right? We can go one arm. Again, this is going to be a little bit harder. Let me do that with my left since my right arm is kind of tired. But you can just go straight up, right? Make sure that when we press overhead, you pull it back down into position instead of pressing it up and then just letting it fall. All right, so always have good control of the weight. Right, this would be your single arm variation. Or if you have heavier dumbbells, you can always push press it too. So get a little assistance with your legs. Boom, boom. Love the push press, right? And you can do this with one arm too. Hit that, boom, right there, okay? So either way, 10 is what we have programmed, but by all means, don't feel like you have to stick with that. Do less, do more, depending on where you're at. The last option that I would throw in here is what I'm gonna call like a pike push-up. So if you don't have a band, if you don't have a kettlebell, if you don't have dumbbells, if you're fairly strong and all you have is your body weight, you can go into the pike position. Right, so feet out, up on your toes, kind of head through the hole, and then we just drop the head down and push up. Right, so basically what we're doing is we're mimicking that overhead position, but only down in the pike position, okay? So instead of like a horizontal press, we're going more overhead, which is what we're shooting for in circuit 2. Okay? So after your vertical press options, you have a high lateral hop. I think I demoed these earlier in the week. It was a movement that was in one of the warm-ups. But basically it's a squat jump and we're just jumping from side to side. So trying to get a lot of air, kind of bound over from side to side. So arms come back and they come through. Arms come back and then through. You can get your knees up, okay? So a really high jump, side to side. That's the lateral hop. And that's circuit 2. Okay, so circuit 3. Again, same kind of structure, every 3 minutes. Starts with a 30-second sprint, and then we have 10 push-ups with 10 shoulder taps, okay? Or 10 push-ups with a shoulder tap option after each rep. So this can be coming to the shoulder once and then doing the push-up, or it can be doing the push-up and then coming to both shoulders, right? So we got this, where we just go down and then hit one, down and then hit the other. Or if you want to, you can go down, 1, 2, down, 1, 2, right? Obviously, throwing in the extra one every rep is gonna require you to stay in the plank position longer. Time under tension makes it a little bit more intense, okay? After that, we have sit-outs, okay? So, sit-outs. Make sure that you stay compact in your sit-out. This is The biggest mistake that we see people make during these is they don't leave their knees tucked underneath their hips, right? So when you set up for the sit out, it's here, right? And then you're always thinking about doing it in this little box, right? If I set this ball right here and this kettlebell right here, that's the box that I have to execute this movement in. I can't let my feet go past here. I can't let my arms go past here, right? So I'm in my box, and then I shoot the leg, right? If you see how I'm set up here, this foot is flat, my heel is close to my butt, my knee has like maximum flexion, and my leg is straight, just like basically perpendicular to my body. And then all I'm doing is I'm swinging back through, and I'm gonna get that same position on the other side. Bam, right here, right? And all you're doing is you're just flipping back and forth from side to side. You can go 5 each way, or if you're good at sit-outs and you like them like I do, you can do 20, all right? But again, keep the knees tucked in. Keep yourself compact, stay in this little box. We don't want you to go like this, right? That's the biggest mistake that I see people make, is they get this foot way too far out, and before you know it, they're just like, they're not really doing anything, okay? And again, if you just don't get sit-outs, if you find that they're ineffective, if they hurt your shoulders, you can always just do a plank and bring the knee to the opposite elbow, okay? So here, and then we just hit this. 1, 2, 3, again, 10, 20, whatever you want to do. Okay? All right, so that's the Hurricane for April the 9th. Enjoy it. Remember, it's your hour. So if you need to add or subtract a little bit to meet where you're at for the day, go ahead and do it. And I'll be back tomorrow with Friday's strength workout. All right, see you guys. Thanks.